So in this video, we will learn how to create Google My Business event from Google Sheet. Now suppose guys, on a regular interval, you keep on hosting events and you keep on updating your business events on your Google My Business profile. Now you want that whenever a new row of data, a new row of event details are added into a Google Sheet, automatically those events should be created in your Google My Business account as well. Now guys, this automation is possible. Now how you can set up this amazing automation between Google My Business and Google Sheet? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
As you can see, here we are on the Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get the free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free account just in 2 minutes. So after reaching this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give your workflow a name. For example, we will name our workflow as Google Sheets to Google My Business. And then just click on Create. And now we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window and second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is first we have to get the details of new event which we are adding in our Google Sheet inside Pabbly Connect. After that, using Pabbly Connect, we will send that new event details to Google My Business so that using that data from Google Sheet, we can create a new event in Google My Business as well. That too automatically. So here guys, in trigger window, in choose app, we have to search for Google Sheets. Select Google Sheets. And then in trigger event from the drop down, select new or updated spreadsheet row. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. And how we are going to use this webhook URL, you can refer to the help text given below over here. So just copy this webhook URL from here. And after that, just go to the Google Sheet in which you are adding your new event details. So I want that whenever a new row of data is added in this Google Sheet, automatically using those details, a new event should be created in Google My Business. So after reaching of Google Sheet, to connect it with Pabbly Connect, we just have to go to Extensions, Add-on and click on Get Add-ons. After that, we will reach to Google Workspace Marketplace. And here in Search app, we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Pabbly, Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And as you can see, this Pabbly Connect Webhooks add-on is already installed in my Google Sheet. You just have to install the same add-on into your own Google Sheets account, and after that, just refresh your Google Sheet once. This is a very important step. After refreshing it, we will once again go back to Extensions, and here you can see that Pabbly Connect Webhooks. This add-on can be seen over here. Just hover on it and click on Initial Setup. Now as we click on Initial Setup, this dialog box appears in front of us. And it is basically asking us three different things. First one is selected sheet, that from which sheet we want to send the data. So right now in my Google Sheet, here you can see that there is only one sheet named as Sheet 1. That's why by default it has selected Sheet 1. Then it is asking us for the webhook URL. So here in webhook URL, we have to paste the same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just copy it from there and paste it over here. And after that, it is asking us for the trigger column. So guys, here you must be thinking, what is this trigger column? So trigger column is basically the last data entry column of our Google Sheet. So just for an example, let's see in the background in this video. Guys, here we can see that this is the Google Sheet and column E will be my trigger column. Because column E is the last column where my data exists. After column E, in none of the column, any of my data doesn't exist. So I will be selecting column E as my trigger column for this specific sheet. If you want, you can select C, D, E, F, G, H, any column as your trigger column. You just have to ensure that it is the last data entry column of your spreadsheet. After that, just click on Send Test. So as we click on Send Test, it is showing us test data sent successfully. Means the data which we have in our first row is successfully sent to Pabbly Connect. So let's click on Submit. And then once again, we'll go to Extensions, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and this time we have to select Send on Event. By selecting send on event, we are telling this add-on, we are telling this Google Sheet that whenever a new row of data is added till our trigger column, instantly send that data to Pabbly Connect. And now guys, after this, we have successfully connected our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Now let's check our Pabbly Connect workflow where we have received this data in Pabbly Connect or not. So we'll go to Pabbly Connect. And yes guys, here we can see that in our workflow, we have received some response. And in response, we can see the same data as well. We have the start date. What is the start date we have entered over here? Then here we can see that we have the event name, event end date, we have the description of the event which we have added, and also the photo URL, the image URL which we wanted to post. So all the data from this sheet is been received inside Pabbly Connect. Now after all of this guys, what we have to do, we have to send this data to Google My Business. For that, we will scroll down and come to our action window. And here in Choose App, we will search for Google My Business. Then an action event from the drop-down, select the action event as Create Event Post. Click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Google My Business account with Pabbly Connect. For that, just click on this Connect with Google My Business button, select your Google My Business account, scroll down and click on Continue. And that is it. We have successfully connected our Google My Business account with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the account name. So it is possible that in that particular account, you may be having multiple businesses. So here you have to select your business account name. So this is my business account name and then select the location. So this is my location. Right now in my Google business account of this, we have only one name, one business account name and one location. Then here it is asking us some basic details of the event which we want to create, like the title, summary, start date, start month, start year, and all of this. So one by one, we have to basically add this data of new event which we have received from Google Sheet over here. So let's add this data. So we have the event name and event description over here. And we have to map this same data in these fields. And the process of mapping guys is very simple. Simply click on this field and in the drop down below, you can see all the responses of data which we have received from Google Sheets can be seen over here. And out of all of these responses, select the response of event name, event title, and it will be mapped. So whatever data you will be entering in this event name column in the new row, the same data will be mapped over here in this title section. Follow the same process of mapping for other fields as well. Let's map the summary, the description of the event. So this is the response of description. Let's select it and map it over here. Then it is asking us event start date, event start month, and event start year. So here in our Google Sheet, we have added the complete date, what is the day, month, and year of the event. But in Google My Business, we have to map the day, month, and year as separate responses. But we have received the date in this format in the collective response. We have received the complete date. Now what we have to do guys, we have to basically split this date. We have to split the days, we have to split the month, and we have to split the year from this date. And to split this kind of text, we are going to use a feature of Pabbly Connect, and that is text formatter. So here guys, we will scroll down and click on this add action step button. And here in choose app, we will search for a feature of Pabbly Connect, that is text formatter. Select text formatter and in action event from the drop down, select split text. Click on connect. And then it is asking us text to split, that what is the text we want to split. So we want to split this response of start date. So we have to map this response of start date over here in this field. And as we all saw, the process of mapping is extremely simple. Just click on this field and in the drop down from the Google Sheet responses, select the response which you want to split, that is the start date, and here it is mapped. Then we have to select the separator. So here guys, we have to select the separator as hyphen because we want to split the text on the basis of this hyphen. We want to get the text before and after this hyphen. Then it is asking us for the segment index. And in segment index from the drop down, we are going to select all. And then just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here we receive a response, and in this response, the day, month, and year, all of these three values are separated. So in this way, from this responses, we can map the start date, start month, and start year in these fields. Now we have to basically follow the same process for start event start time as well. So if you also want to enter the time, that at what time or what particular time this event is starting, you can actually enter that event time data in your Google Sheet as well. And one by one, after separating the hours and minutes, you can map that data over here. Then follow the same process for map the same date and same in the same format for end day as well. So we have to enter the end day, end month, event, and year. So what we are going to do, we are just going to clone this step of text formatter which we have used for start date. Just click on this clone step button, clone now. And after that, here you will see after this a new step is added. So here we have the step of split text. So what we are going to do, instead of start date in the second step, in the previous step we have splitted the start date. Now let's split the end date. Just click clear, remove this field, and from the Google Sheet responses, select the response of end date and then just hit on save and send test request. So here guys, we have received a response, and in response, we have also separated the end date. We have the day, month and year in a separate values. So one by one, we can map these values as well. In this video guys, in this example, I haven't taken the event start time and event end time. But if you want, you can select that response. You can add that data into your Google Sheet as well. So after separating our start date and end date, what we have to do, we have to send this data to Google My Business. So while refreshing, our Google My Business step was removed. Let's once again add that step, Google My Business. Let's once again add the same step because we haven't saved it. In action event, select the action event as create event post, click on connect. We have made the connection in this video of our Google My Business account, so we don't have to make a new connection once again. Just select your existing connection and click on save. After that, we have the same data. We just have to start mapping the same thing one by one. Let's map the event start name, event title. Let's map it. We have the summary event, event description. Let's map it as well. Then here we have to map the event start date. So using text formatter, we have separated the event start date. So this is the response of day and we will map it over here. Then we have to map the event start month. So from the text formatter responses, select the response of month. Now after this, let's map the event start year. So just click here, and from the drop down from the responses of text formatter split text, we have splitted the event start date. So from this responses, select the response of year and map it. One more important thing guys, the data which we have used or the format of date which we have used while creating this workflow, make sure that further while using this automation, you just have to enter the dates in the same format. Like we have used hyphen to separate the day, month and year. So you just keep on using the same hyphen for other dates as well. Now after this, after mapping the event start year, it is asking us event start hour and event start minute. So if you want to specify the start date and time as well, you can enter the start date and time. You can also enter the time of event start date and event end date in the Google Sheet, get that response in Pabbly Connect and separate it and map it over here. Right now, this response is not required. It's not mandatory to enter the time. That's why we are not entering it right now. After this, here we have to map the event end date. So using the text format as split text for the second time, we have separated the event end date as well. So let's map the day over here. Now after that, let's map the month. And then here in event end year, let's map the end year as well. After this, it is also asking us end hour and end minutes. So this is also not mandatory, not required. That's why we are just ignoring it. Then it is asking us for the language code. So just for example, I'm entering English as a language. You can enter any language in which you are creating this event, or you can just ignore this field. Then here it is asking us media format. So what kind of media we are posting? So we are posting a photo. So here we have just one option right now, that is photo. We have selected, and here we have to mention or map the media source URL. So we have received the image URL, the media source URL from Google Sheet. So we just have to select the same response of media source URL and map it over here. And after mapping all of these details, we just have to click on save and send test request. And then we can see that we have received some response over here. And this response seems to be a very positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, basically the new event details which we have entered in our Google Sheet, using these details, a new event has been created in our Google My Business account. So let's check. We'll go to a Google My Business account. We will just refresh our homepage once. And then we'll go to post section. And yes guys, here you can see that a new post is being shared on our Google My Business account. Let's have a look on this post. And yes, this is the same post. We have the same post title, same event title, Diwali celebration. We have the same description and we have the same start date and end date of this event which we have created. This means, guys, when we go to event section, we can see the same details, same post over here as well. This means the data which we have added in our Google Sheet, using these data, we have created a new post in our Google My Business account. Means our automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now, after all of this, guys, let's understand in brief that what are the steps we follow to set up this automation. So first, we have created a workflow inside Pabbly Connect. And in this workflow, we have selected Google Sheet as a trigger application, and new or updated spreadsheet row was our trigger event. Then we have connected our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect so that we can get the new event details, new event data from Google Sheet inside our Pabbly Connect workflow. Then after that, using text formatter, we have separated or split the event start date and event end date because Google My Business want the day, month, and year values in separate responses. So that's why we have used text formatter over here in 2 steps. And after that, we have sent all of these details, all of this data to Google My Business and map the data so that we can set up this automation workflow. So after setting up this automation workflow, guys, let's test this automation workflow once. Once again, we will go to our Google Sheet, and here we are going to enter the details of a new event. Let's enter a dummy name of an event, for example, Automate October. Let's enter the description. For example, let's enter a dummy description over here, like. Let's enter a start date. Okay, so let me set up the formatting for this. Just a second. And yes, let's enter the start date. For example, let's start this event on 22nd of October 2022. And after entering the date, okay, the hyphen, and after entering the date, let's enter the end date of, for example, 26th of October 2022. And then after this, let's enter an image URL. Okay, after entering all of these details, all of this data of a new event in Google Sheet, we will see instantly, automatically, a new event will be created in Google My Business. Let's go to Google My Business. And yes, we can see that the same image whose URL we have entered in our Google Sheet with the same image and with same details, a new event has been created in Google My Business. This means, guys, the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. Now, guys, not just these applications, you can basically integrate plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect as well. Also, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. And also, Pabbly Connect offers a forever free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down your suggestion, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.